Hi, my name is Preston Leeper. Today I'll be talking about whether AI should be used or not. Almost 30,000 people have signed a petition calling for an immediate pause to the development of more powerful artificial intelligence systems, says Bernard Marr. AI has been used a lot in my everyday life. I've used it to study, to look things up, and I've seen it all over the internet. I have thought about whether the cons outweigh the pros. Um, think about it. If you're younger, you've probably have Snapchat, which means you've probably used the Snapchat AI at some point. Some people will use it to cheat, others just to study with. Employers will use AI to make their work more efficient. If you have the internet, I'm sure you've seen AI at some point. We can already see the effects of AI. People abuse AI in harmful ways. Some people are losing jobs to the machines, and what if AI decides to take over on its own? To start, we all know how distrustful people are. Who says they won't be with AI? People lie all the time, and AI allows them to fake so many things that it's hard to know what is real. Privacy infringements might start popping up more and more the longer we keep advancing AI. Deepfakes were prevalent not too long ago when people were faking what they looked like to look like celebrities and try to spread misinformation and ruin their reputation. And if enough people began to believe it or to see it enough, their reputation might be ruined. Um, it can also be used with a bias to persuade people to think a different way. AI systems can inadvertently perpetuate or amplify societal biases due to biased training data or algorithmic design, says Marr. If misused, biased information will slip through the internet. Fake news is already very prevalent on the internet, and with AI, it can be spread even more. We need to take precautions against AI and the negative implications that will be used. We are already seeing AI take people's jobs, which is causing people to lose skills they once had. Less labor-intensive jobs like cashiers and even in some factories, AI is taking over, like the self-checkout. Machines are being put into factories, and eventually they could be turned into AI systems that can restore the factory on its own if a mishap were to happen. And with the use of AI, people are losing skills that they once had. Take self-driving cars, for example. If more of those become common, people will start to drive their own cars less and less and will become dependent on AI and lose the ability to drive in general. And all over the country, students are using AI to cheat on their assignments. They use it in math, they use it on their speeches, essays. They'll use it to find history and science answers. It's a very big problem in the education system. And we know that AI applications are taking over in our everyday life, but what if they became used in wars? Another negative effect of AI is that it could potentially be used to harm people. People are trying to or already have found ways to make AI harmful to people. Governments are already trying to find ways to implement AI into their military operations, like an AI arms race. Hackers may be able to find ways to use AI to commit cyber attacks on different organizations that could be very harmful to the world's economy, to the people within those organizations, and many other things. But what if people weren't the cause of AI becoming harmful? What if they became harmful on their own? Take your Alexas or Google Homes in your house, for example. What if they are just there to gather information and wait for the right time to strike? OpenAI, a research institution that created ChatGPT, has had concerns from its employers. Former senior member Paul Cristiano has stated that he believes there is something like a 10 to 20% chance that AI will take control. The reasons brought up today are why we should be wary of AI. From malicious intent on the internet to the loss of work and skills and even the physical harm of people by AI, we need to think about whether AI is good, is worth its bad. Now it's time for you to make the decision. Will you be for or against AI? Choose wisely. I hope my speech has made you reconsider whether or not we should make AI become prevalent in society.